Okay, so I'm here at Linen and Rust. It is time to remove all of the holiday items and do a small booth refresh. We are going to do a much bigger one in a few weeks because we are currently working on new display cabinets for this whole back wall. But for now, Sue and I are super excited to announce that we are taking over this big room at the back of Linen and Rust. This will happen mid-February. Stay tuned. I have one box of spring that I'll put out that's came from market last year. It's like all the leftover spring, one box, and just make the booth look as good as I can, you know, using that and what's here already. We actually, I was in here earlier in the week and did a little refreshing, but it's pretty ugly right now. I mean, there's just gaps and holes and openings everywhere. It's not how I like to keep things. So this is sort of the before. And let me go grab my tripod and my box of spring and my empty box for winter. And you know, we'll start boxing it up. Looks like Pyrex moved. I just saw that a second ago and asked Dee Dee, and she said she just moved around the corner. So she's still here. She's just not next to us anymore. I think Dee Dee said the people here next to us who have this line have been asking to expand. So they gave the Pyrex lady a different space, and they're going to expand their line down just a little bit. So interesting. I've never tried any of this stuff. I have no idea anything about it. I do see people looking at it all the time when I'm in here, so I'm super curious. I just threw baby Jesus on the floor. That's probably not a good thing. Okay, so this is what it looks like with all the Christmas out. And I know you might be saying, hey, Melissa, those are red, that's red, that's red. They seem like Christmas. Well, I'm thinking of Valentine's Day. I don't think there's anything about them that screams Christmas. We're just used to, you know, red and green being Christmas. So I'm going to repurpose the red for Valentine's Day. This is all the stuff that I pulled out, which honestly is not very much when you consider how much we had in here. Probably didn't even realize I had all of this in here and all of that in here. Those were mostly tucked behind things to give the display a warmer look. And the same with these trees. We've sold a ton in here, but really these were all tucked in for display. So we're kind of getting where, you know, we can get a better idea of where we're going to start. I don't know what's in the spring boxes. Or spring box. I just know I had one box marked spring from last year's market. And I'm going to see what I can do to make this look a little better. First, though, I got to pack all that up because it's taking over too much floor space. Okay, so I'm done. I'm sorry I didn't record the entire process. I didn't have my tripod. I was able to, at one point, set it up, my phone up on something, but that just wasn't going to be helpful for the long term. So this is our postal desk that I love for merchandising. It just allows us to create so many cute little vignettes. And then I pulled the table that was on top of this one down so you could see this table a little bit better. We really need to get some art in here. We've pretty much sold all of our art except for the 3 Christmas prints that we had. And I moved the little table over here. Is that a good idea? I don't know. I don't think it's really obstructing this piece. So I'm hoping maybe it'll get noticed or the other one will. The back china cabinet, I tried to make a little bit more red, pink, and white so that it would be a little more appealing for Valentine's Day. And of course, moved a lot of old books and kept the red berries and a little bit of green, kept it pretty simple. This piece is staged very sparsely, But I really wanted to show off the layering planks and a couple different ways that you could use them. And I also know when we're ready to do the big booth makeover in a week or so that this piece is coming out. I took off one of the layers of this piece so that it would actually be full and not look, you know, partially empty. Plus that brought the height down one notch, allowing me to do a little better job merchandising the top. And again, this is the back of the postal cabinet. So if you're wondering why we don't have it up against a wall, it's because I can utilize both sides this way. A lot more staging space. And then we have this area mostly just straightened out. Oh, I left a Christmas wreath up. I totally missed that. I'll have to grab that on my way out. And added a little greenery and some cute little spring signs that are left over from last year. In this area, I confess I did very little. I did pull some things out of here and use them in the other space, and I rearranged this area a little bit. I tell you what, these candlesticks and this specific greenery, they have been flying off the shelves, so I need to bring more of them in. And then also our pedestals, we only have one left in here, so I've got to bring a bunch more of those. I hope that you have enjoyed the makeover and the booth tour, and maybe it gives you some inspiration on what to do with your booth or at market. So have a great day, guys. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit like and subscribe and consider sharing with a friend. It really helps.